everyone, I am Carace Bandanyo, freshman of Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, and in line with my NSTP CWTS subject, I am going to discuss leadership in this video. So let's get started. Have you experienced being a leader? How will you define leadership? There are a lot of things to consider in becoming a good leader, but most importantly, it should be someone visionary, where goals and directions are taken seriously. Leadership is about patience, commitment, and a sense of responsibility in order to influence the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions of another human being. Some might say that we need to learn to listen, but for me, we need to learn to be the last one to speak, because that is a quality of a good leader, where you keep your opinion to yourself until everyone has already spoken. It gives a benefit to both sides. First is, it gives everybody the feeling that they've been heard, that they have something to contribute. Second is, you as a leader will get the benefit to hear what other people think and to evaluate your thoughts before you render your opinion. Being a leader is not just all about having the power to command and the authority to decide. Someone who is able to think critically, logically, and strategically. Leadership will start in the lowest form of action that could possibly give a benefit not just to people but also to the environment and animal. If I were a leader of a certain community, first and foremost my goal is for the people in the community who will see me as one of them, to treat me equally the same with others, but without most respect as their leader. Second is to create and implement an advocacy, a greener land for a happy Mother Earth. This reflects as what we experience in today's generation, ravaging report and the destruction of our natural resources and natural habitat, like the flooding, global warming, and other supernatural events, which said to be thousands of wildlife are affected. It is really an eye-opening to us, and it urged us to act and be responsible in caring our environment. As a leader and a caring citizen, I will speak and stand in creating an advocacy that will advocate for wildlife, land conservation, and protection of our natural resources. This advocacy that I am going to implement gives a win-win situation. For every successful segregation of trashes and cleaning every area will be compensated with a rise. But if one of the members failed to obey the rules and regulations, there will be a penalty that the environment could get a benefit, where they will need to pay for the penalty, or an alternative way is they will need to plant 20 trees. The advocacy itself also includes information dissemination on what are the pros and cons on the preservation of nature. It is because informations are really important and for everybody to act not just because they were ordained, but because of their realization and willingness to help in preserving our nature. We often say that some people are good leaders while others are not. It was based on our observation and experience before and now. There is a question that can make us think what is really our basis in judging one's capacity for being a good leader. How to become a good leader. So in reflection to myself and to Stephen Covey's 7 habits of highly effective people. First, a leader must be a proactive, where he or she knows when to speak, what to say, and how to act in order to be responsible of whatever possible consequences of our decisions and actions. Next is, a leader must begin with the end in mind, where the ability to envision and to know where they were heading every step of the way, and the determination to achieve the said goals. Next, a leader must put first things first. It is a must to manage our time and know our priorities well, to avoid conflicts and problems. Next is, a leader must think win-win, where giving favorable situation to both parties or simply a mutual benefit must be given. Next, a leader must seek first to understand, then to be understood. It is about putting ourselves in the shoes of other people in order to evaluate and interpret other people's situation and opinion. Next, a leader must know how to synergize. It is to interact and coordinate in order to produce joint effect greater than the sum of effects achieved separately. In short, teamwork. Lastly, a leader must sharpen the saw. Taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally is a must to be able to increase our capacity to produce and handle the challenges around us. We must feed ourselves with healthy lifestyle because we cannot attain success if our physical and mental health is at risk. And that is all for this video. I hope you learn and you will be able to apply the qualities of a good leader. Bye!